On October 8, 2009, the Jemison family, Bobby, Sherilyn, and their 6-year-old daughter Madison, set out on a seemingly routine trip. They were scouting a 40-acre plot of land near Red Oak, Oklahoma, about 30 miles from their hometown of Eufaula. The family had hoped for a quieter, off-grid lifestyle, far from the hustle of modern living. What began as a hopeful exploration turned into one of the most chilling mysteries of recent times, as they vanished without a trace, leaving behind a puzzling trail of evidence. A witness later reported seeing the family walking alone in a wooded area. This would be the last confirmed sighting of the Jemisons. 9 days later, on October 17th, hunters came across their abandoned truck in Latimer County, a short distance from where they were last seen. Inside the vehicle, investigators found an array of strange clues: wallets, IDs, cell phones, warm clothing, a GPS device, a picture of Madison, a bag containing $32,000 in cash, and their family dog, severely malnourished but still alive. The scene was perplexing. Why would the family leave their essential belongings, including their beloved pet, in such a harsh and remote environment? The discovery raised more questions than answers, and the family's fate grew more enigmatic. A massive search effort followed, involving over 300 people, including police, volunteers, and search teams equipped with drones, ATVs, and horses. The rugged terrain and dense forests proved challenging, and despite the extensive operation, no additional evidence surfaced. The woods near the truck remained silent, offering no clues about the Jemisons' disappearance. As the search effort stalled, investigators turned their attention to the family's home in Eufaula, hoping to uncover anything that might shed light on their fate. At the house, police discovered home security footage showing the family packing their truck before their trip. Some observers claimed their movements appeared trance-like, but the low frame rate of the footage made it difficult to draw definitive conclusions. The video revealed two notable items: a brown briefcase and a .22 caliber pistol, that were later found to be missing from the truck. Additionally, an 11-page letter written by Sherilyn surfaced, expressing deep frustration with Bobby. She described him as neglectful and distant, adding a layer of domestic tension to the unfolding mystery. Years passed without significant developments. Then, on November 16, 2013, hunters stumbled upon skeletal remains in the Sans Bois Mountains, just 2.7 miles from the location of the abandoned truck. The remains included 3 skulls, bone fragments, and scraps of clothing. After extensive testing, authorities confirmed that the remains belonged to Bobby, Sherilyn, and Madison. However, the state of decomposition made determining a cause of death impossible. Investigators initially noted a small hole in Bobby's skull, raising the possibility of a gunshot wound, but this theory was later dismissed without explanation. The missing briefcase and pistol were never recovered, deepening the mystery. Speculation about what happened to the Jemison family has given rise to numerous theories. One possibility is that Sherilyn, who had a history of bipolar disorder and severe depression, may have carried out a murder-suicide. This theory is supported by her mental health struggles and the letter she wrote criticizing Bobby. However, several inconsistencies challenge this idea. There was no weapon found near the remains, no blood evidence near the truck, and it seemed unlikely that the family would willingly leave their warm clothing and dog behind. Another theory suggests that an outside party was responsible for the murders. Bobby's strained relationship with his father, who allegedly had ties to drugs and the Mexican cartel, has been cited as a possible motive. Yet Bobby's father, then 65 years old and living in a care home, was unlikely to have orchestrated such an act without assistance. Adding to the bizarre nature of the case, Bobby and Sherilyn had reportedly believed their home was haunted. Bobby once told a pastor that he needed bullets to kill spirits, describing ghostly figures that terrorized their family. The couple even purchased a satanic Bible in an attempt to ward off these entities. Some have speculated that their paranoia may have played a role in their fate, though there is no concrete evidence to support this idea. Another chilling theory emerged when an anonymous caller claimed that the family's names were listed in a white supremacist group's hit list. Sherilyn, being part Native American, might have been targeted by this group. While disturbing, this claim remains unverified and speculative. One theory that has gained traction over the years is that the Jemison family might have been involved in a drug deal that went tragically wrong. Supporters of this theory point to several peculiar details surrounding their disappearance and the discovery of their abandoned truck. The presence of a missing briefcase, a significant amount of cash left behind in the vehicle, and the absence of a firearm that was reportedly in their possession have all been interpreted as possible indicators of illicit activity. Some suggest that the cash could have been intended for a transaction, perhaps to purchase drugs or pay off a debt. The missing briefcase, often linked in such theories to the transportation of drugs or valuable items, further fuels the speculation that the family might have encountered danger related to criminal activity. However, there are critical aspects of this scenario that cast doubt on its plausibility. First and foremost, the presence of 6-year-old Madison on the trip is a key detail that undermines the idea of a drug deal. It seems highly improbable that Bobby and Sherilyn, who were known to be protective parents, would involve their young daughter in such a dangerous and illegal activity. The circumstances surrounding their journey and the items left behind in the truck, such as warm clothing and essentials, also do not align with the behavior typically associated with individuals knowingly entering a high-risk situation. Another confounding detail is the fact that the $32,000 in cash remained untouched in the abandoned truck. If the family had been attacked or ambushed during a drug deal, it stands to reason that their assailants would have taken the money. The decision to leave such a substantial sum behind is inconsistent with the motives of most criminals, adding another layer of complexity to this theory. Despite these contradictions, the idea of a drug deal gone wrong continues to intrigue both investigators and amateur sleuths. It provides a potential explanation for some of the puzzling elements of the case, such as the missing briefcase and firearm, while leaving room for countless unanswered questions. Yet, like all the other theories surrounding the Jemison family's fate, it ultimately falls short of providing a definitive answer. After years of investigations, searches, and speculation, the mystery of the Jemison family remains as confounding as ever. The strange and unsettling details of their disappearance, coupled with the grim discovery of their skeletal remains years later, have left investigators with more questions than answers. This case continues to haunt those who study it, from law enforcement officials to armchair detectives. It stands as a chilling reminder of how a seemingly ordinary family can vanish under extraordinary circumstances, leaving behind only fragments of a story that refuses to be pieced together. As time marches on, the truth about what happened to Bobby, Sherilyn, and Madison Jemison may forever remain shrouded in mystery. The dense and foreboding woods of Red Oak, Oklahoma, have kept their secrets well, and the story of the Jemison family's tragic disappearance endures as one of the most perplexing and haunting unsolved cases in modern history.